Welcome to another podcast of The Glitch. We're on episode 3. It's a one-of-a-kind episode. We are revamping a whole bunch of things. Our first 2 episodes, you might see a little bit, you'll hear a little bit of difference from the first 2.
Yes.
Kind of took a step back for a couple months and looked at, what we wanted to get across and who we wanted to discuss things to. And so you, our audience, may see some differences, but I promise you it's all good.
It's for the better.
We didn't have any notes the first time.
Yeah, we didn't. Not especially the first time. The
did.
second time we were a little bit planned out. This time we were fully ready to prepare to talk to you.
We did homework.
We did homework. We did a lot of homework. We got a lot of things to talk about today. I think the first thing, we wanted to discuss with everybody just the reimagining of the glitch and what we are, who we are, and what we plan to get across to them. So, I think what really did it for us this time is that app that you told us to download.
Yeah.
Or someone told us to download.
I did.
The GroupMe.
Yeah.
GroupMe
That's
app.
awesome.
It's a really cool app. I think that was because we were able to communicate so much more efficiently.
When text messages
you can't get
texts get dropped.
It's crazy now that 5 years ago it was if you don't text, you're not going to get anything done. If you don't use your phone, you're not going to get anything done. And now it's these third-party apps. If you don't have this third-party app, you're not going to get anything done.
That's basically.
It's ridiculous.
I think we should probably get GroupMe to do a sponsorship or something.
Yeah,
because it's really saved our skin a couple times.
Yeah, we should reach out to them.
Yeah.
We
need to talk about our other sponsor.
Speaking of our other sponsorship, we're gonna have locally here in Fort Mill, South Carolina, Dave's Comics. Great guys. They have any comic that you can pretty much think of. Really cool, down to earth people. And when I say it's Dave's Comics, it's not some guy just owns a store and has other people running it. I mean, it's literally Dave's Comics.
Yeah.
And he's in there, 24/7, I would think. I mean, he's got people in there, bagging and tagging all the time.
Super nerd.
For a small store in a small part of a town in South Carolina.
Yeah.
He's got a really good selection of stuff.
He's got a really good selection, and he plans out so much stuff. They have the Charlotte Comic Cons going on, quarterly.
He's always there.
And he's always there. And he runs it.
That's pretty awesome.
He runs it?
Yeah, he runs it.
Holy crap.
Yeah, he runs the whole thing.
Yeah.
And him and, Sheldon from Heroes are really good friends, so, he's, it's awesome. So, Dave's Comics, if you're looking for some awesome comics or toys that really hard to find, definitely check out Dave's Comics. And what's really cool is that their team is so knowledgeable about comics.
Yeah.
But whenever I went there to start reading comics, and they hooked me up with all the new 52. So
Josh lives in Gastonia.
And I still go to Dave's Comics.
And he drives to Fort Mill, which is an hour?
40, no, it's 30, 45 minutes.
Yeah, drives that far to get his comics still. So that tells you all you need to know about Dave.
Tells you a good bit how awesome he is. So check out Dave's Comics, and we appreciate them letting us.
Our first official sponsor.
There you go.
Pretty awesome.
Next, I guess. I don't know. What's up? Weekly news, games, and movies.
We can tag it the Weekly Pixel. I like that.
The Weekly Pixel.
Whoa, Weekly Pixel.
Yeah, put it in a cool dub. Yeah, an overdub.
There you go.
The Weekly Pixel.
This is NPR now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, this is the Weekly Pixel.
Talk very soft into the microphone, and then whenever something non-important comes up, speak really loudly. I've noticed that they do that all the time. I love NPR, don't get me wrong.
We're here with Mr. Schwetty, with Schwetty Balls.
Yes, you can try my balls all night.
God, I love your sweaty balls.
That might be one of the funniest sketches SNL sketches. I mean,
So,
Anyways,
weekly news. So I sent you guys a picture yesterday of Supergirl.
yeah, the new show coming out.
Yeah.
First official picture.
Let me just say, and I might be one of the only ones that's probably maybe disappointed.
Yeah, there's no midriff.
well,
That's
why are you?
that's what you were expecting.
I really was expecting that.
Yeah,
I mean,
I mean,
a little bit because that's
that's
just
the style.
It was really funny because I showed Brittany last night, and she was like, "She's not as slutty as I expected."
yeah, exactly.
And I was like, "No,
That's why
Supergirl's."
guys watch it.
But I was like, Supergirl's not a slut. Like DC
yeah,
recently has made her into, a little bit more scandalous. Like Wonder Woman, she was like, Wonder Woman's like pretty much, bare naked.
yeah.
And,
She's an Amazon woman.
and that's why I said, I was like, well, she's an Amazon,
Yeah.
so, she's like, not used to our norms. And that's the same thing with Supergirl. I think they really did it well. I was just shocked that they didn't, play to, I guess, a lot of people's expectations of her being, I don't know what the word, I won't say hot, because...
I think she looks very professional.
Exactly. She looks like a superhero.
She looks like totally normal.
Yeah. And look, I thought
She
she
looks
looked
like-
I thought she looked like she was cosplaying.
Yeah,
that's what I was
yeah,
about to
yeah.
say.
I was like, you could have picked that costume up at a costume shop and just put it on. But it's the tones and the color
Yeah,
remind you of Man of Steel.
Man of Steel. Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
It looks really dark. So
Really dark blue.
I'm wondering if that's what they're kind of going for.
She has a little skirt, little leggings.
So
She's got a cape.
I still think she looks hot.
yeah,
Yeah. It'll be interesting to see, I'm curious.
Yeah, it's good though. I mean, I think it really fits to the demographic that CW is doing.
Yeah.
Which I think the CW is going to get rid of a lot of shows.
To make room for these superhero shows, right?
Well,
just
because
down
people,
straight
people are loving, eating up all these DC shows. Not because I don't think that it's comic books anymore, but, Green Arrow, I never liked Green Arrow.
Mm-hmm.
But the show Arrow made me like Green Arrow.
Yeah.
I love The Flash to begin with.
Yeah.
Flash was my favorite superhero of all time. And then when they came out with the TV show, they came out with it before, not the CW, but they came out with the TV show before, and I'm sorry, but I just did not like it.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking, they're going to butcher this thing.
It's cornbally.
And they're going to butcher it, so. But I love it.
It's like CW's gonna rename to
Comic book.
DC Comics TV.
There you go.
That would be awesome.
I honestly,
might as
I
well
wouldn't
be.
really,
Yeah.
wouldn't really mind that.
Might as well be.
Yeah. Better than
Yeah.
sorry, Caleb. Better than Heart of Dixie.
Yeah.
Sorry, babe. Big conferences are going on this week.
We got PAX East
Mm-hmm.
and,
Got Game Developers Conference,
yep.
GDC. Big news out of GDC is all the virtual reality stuff that's coming
Yeah,
out. The VR
there's-
headsets.
Yeah, I know they got Morpheus is really getting with Sony
Yeah,
is really taking off.
they're stepping up.
Yeah,
I think
I-
Oculus is still
I think Oculus is
The
going to be the
number
one that
Yeah.
people go to if they
Because
want.
they're the first.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think Sony's Morpheus they did a little demo with an actual game.
Mhm.
And I watched it a little bit. I mean, obviously you can't really be in it, but you saw the mechanics of it and everything, and it was really cool. So
Yeah.
I think now's the time. I remember they tried to come out with VR headsets
Long time ago.
85,
time ago.
yeah.
It was bad.
Well, I mean, do you think this is going to be a staying technology, or do you think it's just a fad like the Kinect?
I don't know. I think
It's hard to say.
yeah, because I mean when the Wii came out. And the mechanics of that controller and everything, the motion and everything,
Mhm.
it was perfect at the time that it came out.
Oh.
Because it wasn't too much, but it wasn't too little at the same time. And I think that when they came out with Kinect, they didn't have it refined like they do now. Whenever they came out with Kinect and had the Star Wars game and everything,
Ooh.
people were like, "Oh, this is gonna be awesome! And get the whole lightsaber and whatnot."
It's awful.
It was
God, it was awful.
terrible.
Yeah.
And every other game after that and before that was just terrible.
Yeah.
the only thing that you could really do was like fitness or dance games, and half the time those didn't even work. And so now I think that they've refined it a whole lot better than with the 360 Connect. So I think it's going to be up in the air.
I don't know if I'm going to use it or not.
I don't think I will. I think I will wait until they come out with, a couple more. I mean, they got Oculus, they got Morpheus, and I know there's like at least 2 or 3 others that they're coming out with.
But the thing with Oculus, like, they have people endorsing it. Like PewDiePie, we were just talking about Facebook. Like, you have these people already, like, involved.
I think Facebook bought Oculus.
I'm pretty
I
sure.
think somebody bought them out or something.
I'm pretty sure it was Facebook.
Yeah.
A couple
But
years ago.
I just don't. I don't see, with the way games are right now. I don't know. If a game isn't as good that you have to use a VR headset to feel like you were in the game, then I don't want to play it. I mean, like, and we'll get to talking about this earlier, but like, I mean, later on in the podcast, but like, some of the games, like, right now, like, Evolve, some of the Super Mario games even, you get fully immersed in it without having to have, like, a VR headset on it. I know that the point of it is to be, like, up close and personal with, like, the actual gaming aspect of it.
It almost brings
See,
like a 4D element,
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah.
Because you're just totally
Immersed
totally
in the whole.
immersed.
Yeah. So, I mean, I understand that, but, I mean, I guess, like, if a game's good enough, you can put yourself there.
Yeah, if the story's good enough. Like
Yeah.
The Last of Us, like, you don't need
I
a
wouldn't say...
VR headset.
No. I think that would scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, it would. Scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's the way gaming's going. I think it's going that route because as gamers, we demand more and more from our games as they go.
The thing it reminds me of that movie Gamer with Gerard Butler.
Yeah.
It was such a weird movie.
Yeah.
But like that part where the kid's just standing in his room, and he's actually just like laying there, and he's just like, shoot that guy, and it's just like, please don't let me think that that's where gaming's gonna wind up going.
I don't know, man.
I don't
want
think
it to go that way.
we would let them do that to us. You know what I'm saying? That's not fun at all.
I mean, I think that's a exaggeration. That movie obviously is.
Oh yeah, but
It's I do think that's the way things are going, and I don't know if I'm crazy about it. Because
I'm
You're
not-
old-fashioned.
I'm gonna be.
it depends on if most AAA games are going to support VR. So if they don't, it's just going to die out.
It depends on the company, I guess.
So, yeah.
Everybody's pushing it now.
Yeah.
It's a big thing.
Yeah.
So we'll see what happens.
It's a money maker. That's what it is.
That's for sure. That's
Yeah.
for sure. So what else about, as far as like, we talked about a few things with games and what's going on with conferences. What about as far as like TV movies? Anybody excited about the new Cinderella? Yeah. Maybe me because I'm the only fan here.
I'm the only Cinderella fan here.
All right. Well, let me just say that I went to. There's only, if you're not a Disney fan, there is one reason to go see this movie.
Why?
Because Helena Bonham Carter's in it.
Okay. Is it made by Tim Burton?
It's not made by Tim Burton. No.
I thought she only played in Tim Burton movies.
No.
I thought it was like something in her contract.
She was in Harry Potter. Tim Burton had nothing to do
Oh,
with
that's a
Harry
good
Potter.
point. Yeah, that's true. It's just like you see them. I
Oh,
think
yeah,
they're
you see
married.
them.
I think
Yeah,
they're married. You just always
I think
see
they
them
still are.
together.
Yeah. But that we got to see a sneak preview of it. I went down to Orlando, and the graphics and how they like morph everything. We got to see like the whole morphing scene of her getting in the dress and everything.
Mhm.
Was like, I think like CGI and whatnot at its finest. Like it was.
Was it fully rendered? Was it
Yeah.
all the way done?
Yeah, it was all the way done.
Oh, that's pretty
It
cool.
was really good. I think it'll be really good. I know, like, this is, like, Disney's whole thing now to do, like, the live-action, like, movies.
Yeah.
And I think Maleficent was their test. And it didn't do as well as I think they thought it would.
Did you like that movie?
it was an interesting story. It was an interesting take on the Sleeping Beauty aspect of things.
Yeah.
But I don't know. It didn't look bad. Angelina Jolie played a perfect Maleficent.
That's true. It was good casting.
It was really good casting, and I think they did really well with this too, as far as Cinderella goes. Perfect casting, and Beauty and the Beast is coming out. They announced that Hermione.
His last known coordinates are up ahead.
Whoops.
Was that That was Destiny.
That was
wasn't it?
Destiny.
Get
yeah.
the. Oh.
That was from one of you, Joe. You could have just said we need to get closer together.
I didn't want to. I
Can you not hear me?
It sounds very echoey.
Oh, okay.
I'm just trying to.
Okay. Well,
Like, if you want to come over here and we can scoot the mic like closer to us.
Would it help if?
No.
I guess we can.
Dude, it's got a microphone on it. I thought it would work.
Yeah.
No.
It's an input and output device. Okay.
We can cut it. We can cut it right here.
Yeah, it's
and,
fine.
Now you're close to the donuts.
I'm closer
Get closer to-
Get close
There's only.
to the donuts.
Y'all better eat them. You got 3 left, dude.
Can you hand me
I have
that?
3 left.
I don't. How many have you eaten? 2. You have 2 left.
I
Joe.
have 1.
have
Well, 1.5.
I don't know if I can eat all that much.
Can you reach that donut over there? Yeah, I think.
Do you like my shirt?
I do like your shirt. I really like your shirt. I saw it when you came in.
Yeah.
I like how it's like broken down to diagrams for
Yeah.
like everything. It's
They
pretty
have this one and they have a Millennium Falcon
Is that Urban Outfitters?
and
good. Yeah.
no Target. Target. I don't
Really?
spend $30 on a T-shirt that's only gonna wear once.
It's $50 for a T-shirt. Limited edition. Let's do simple edition.
I'm ready for a new album from him.
Mm-hmm.
I really am. It's overdue.
What is he doing nowadays?
Weeping in Seattle because they lost to the Patriots.
Mm.
Did you see Bill Belichick at the pro day in Clemson?
In Clemson.
Yeah, he was at Clemson.
Who was he checking out? All the guys?
All
Like
the guys.
Beasley and everything?
Yeah, check this out.
Dude, Beasley's going
We got a picture of it.
first round,
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah,
yeah.
he's projected to go to the Falcons first round.
I really hope he doesn't go to the Falcons.
At least he'll be closer to home.
No, but I don't like the Falcons.
I'm
Well,
not crazy about the Falcons either, but
I can handle it. Saints, I cannot
we are
handle.
everywhere.
Here it is.
Like we're going to like football, the movies.
He looks like he's drunk, but that's him.
He does look a little homely, doesn't he?
Who, Bill Belichick?
Belichick.
He always looks.
Dabo's like,
He's like, I like.
you putting cameras in my facility, spy on us.
What you doing?
He's like, tell me, did you really deflate the balls? And this guy on the side here, he's like, you deflated
You
the balls.
deflated. Yeah, we know
He
you
doesn't
did.
want to say, but
Yeah, but still.
okay.
Did y'all like the new trailer for the Avengers? The new Avengers?
Oh, well,
the
about
third one that
Kane.
came out? Yeah.
that's
It's pretty good, wasn't it?
that was good.
It's like they saved the best for last.
Yeah, I mean, the second one wasn't as good.
I was just
I think the first one, that ending where he was just like, I've got no strings.
Hmm.
Oh, that was just like, ooh.
They really showed off James Spader in that third trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and his like,
It sounds really good.
Yeah,
Like he's gonna be really good Ultron. So.
yeah,
Did you catch the glimpse at the very end of?
A Vision.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was
That's pretty
awesome.
That was good.
That was
Yeah,
the
That's
best
good.
part of that trailer.
Yeah,
it was.
that made me very excited.
Yeah, that's gonna be awesome.
I keep forgetting
Jarvis.
because like they don't put him in the other 2 trailers, and this is the only one that he's been in.
Yeah.
And I keep forgetting that he's in the movie.
Mhm.
And
So
so
I
when I
wonder how
saw
they're gonna
it,
do it, like storyline wise. Do you think they're gonna keep it like?
I think Tony. This is what I think is gonna happen. I
What?
think the Avengers aren't gonna be able to handle Ultron. They're gonna be right on the last leg.
and they're
And
gonna
Tony, in like a last ditch effort, he's gonna put Jarvis
Jarvis.
into
So
like a
do
machine
you
or
think
something.
the Vision's gonna be good? The
Yeah,
entire time?
yeah,
yeah,
and then he's gonna
yeah.
just totally crush everybody.
yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think is gonna happen. But
I hope it's
Yeah. That seems like something that they would do.
because everybody loves Jarvis.
Everybody loves Jarvis.
Everybody loves
Jarvis is a black guy's name.
It's kind of a little bit.
You might want to cut that out.
No,
That's Jeeves.
Jarvis. I just like saying Jarvis.
Oh, some more big news. Metal Gear Solid 5 got a release date.
Yeah, finally.
What was that look for, Joe?
I'm not really.
I'm not a big fan.
You guys get out of here, man.
No,
I'm so psyched.
I'm gonna have to side with Joe on this one. I'm not excited.
Dude, I'm pumped.
After playing the little Metal Gear, can't even say it.
Ground Zeroes?
Yeah.
Dude, Ground Zeroes was like an hour long. Okay?
I know. It was an hour long, but it was like, it's...
Phantom Pain is going to be, like, so much bigger.
I know it's going to be bigger. I don't know.
And
I tried playing, what was it? Which one came on the PS3?
4.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Sons of the Patriots.
I played like 30 minutes and I was like, this is stupid.
That is where I think they should have stopped.
Guys. It's Metal Gear Solid. I mean...
I only liked Snake when he was in Super Smash Brothers. I mean...
Well, I'm pumped for it.
Did anybody get Mewtwo for Super Smash?
No, not yet.
I don't think he's coming out.
Is he coming out? Yeah, I don't think he's coming out.
But I think you have to buy the game, and then you have to buy the 3DS version, too.
Okay, well, what about PT? You guys remember PT, the playable demo for the scary game that Kojima's doing with Del Toro? Dude, you guys didn't hear about that?
No.
It was like one of the biggest things last year. It was this. It was a playable demo at, I forget which. I think they just released it, and it's Silent Hill. It's gonna be Silent Hills. With the next one with Norman Reedus is gonna be the main character.
Oh, I have
you know
seen
what
that.
I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking
Dude,
about.
it's like the scariest thing I've ever watched on YouTube.
Dude, imagine playing that.
With Jesus Christ. Oh no, forget that.
No thanks.
You seriously need to watch
the Evil Within. I'm thinking about that now, like playing that on TV.
They just put it on sale on Steam for like $20.
Resident Evil 4. That would be fun on VR.
The Evil Within, $20.
Yeah, on Steam. Yeah.
Don't waste your time.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm just thinking about games.
They were headed in the right direction, but they needed to work on some mechanics, and if they work on that, it would be fine. So, we got anything else as far as news? Anybody?
My big two things was the VR, all of those announcements, and Metal Gear Solid. Y'all shot that down.
Yeah, sorry.
Did we talk about the whole Zelda thing?
The live action?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, live action.
That can segue into our next thing. Talking about the live action thing.
Yeah.
Go for it, Joe.
Well, I was just, because we haven't had a podcast since, it was released or whatever. So, I'm just super excited about it. I wanted to hear y'all's thoughts on it.
One more thing that I think we need to talk about as well: Spider-Man.
What about Spider-Man? Oh, joining Marvel?
Marvel.
Yeah.
Being
Oh
able
my
to
god,
join them.
dude. Oh.
Sorry. So let's talk about
Spider-Man.
No,
Spider-Man?
What were we talking?
The live action thing.
Yeah.
Live action.
I just want to know y'all's thoughts on it. Like, do you think?
Yeah, I saw something on it. I can't think of who would be the best Link.
I have no idea. They wouldn't have any speaking lines.
Except for yeah.
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 That's about it, though.
He probably will. It's got to.
There's been a lot of live action stuff that's been coming out. Like,
I think
the Power Rangers thing came out. That was awesome.
Did you like that?
I thought it was pretty cool.
I thought it was pretty sick.
Yeah. Vanderbeek was
that's
good.
probably like James Vanderbeek's best acting.
That was good.
No offense to the Vanderbeeks, but I think so.
Yeah. So, the question we pose, Josh actually posed it to all of us, and we came up with different answers, is what game or series do you think would be a great movie or TV show, live action TV show?
Yeah, what game really deserves a live action or like TV show or movie?
Josh, since you posed a question, you go first.
For me, can it be something that's already like in the works, or does it have to be something completely brand new?
You can do both.
Do both.
I have both.
Okay, so one that I think is already in the works and completely deserves it, I think, is Uncharted.
Oh, that would be good.
Uncharted. I think
I wouldn't mind
That's awesome.
Uncharted completely deserves it. I always associate Uncharted with Indiana Jones, and the National Treasure movies.
Yeah.
Always associate those two together with Uncharted, and it's just how has this not become a movie yet?
Who would you have play Nathan Drake?
Well, they had talked about having Mark Wahlberg
Not Mark.
play
No.
as him.
One
They gotta
person.
find some, like, new
One
guy.
person comes to mind when I think of Nathan Drake. I think Nathan Fillion.
Nathan Fillion. Okay,
Yeah.
I can see
Plays
that.
Richard Castle on the show Castle.
Mhm.
Yeah, I can see that.
He's got that
Kind
kind of comedic edge.
Yeah,
but he
he's
can
got
also
that
be
comedic
serious,
vibe.
you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Plus, he'd have a lot of fanboys from Firefly
There you
jump
go.
on that boat,
Yep.
which is always good. I'm still hoping for a
I
Firefly
think
reunion.
Chris Pine wouldn't be bad
Okay. Okay.
because he's kind of got like that sarcastic tone.
Yeah.
He doesn't.
He's
have,
a good Kirk.
He's a good Kirk. I don't think he has the real like build that Nathan Drake has.
You'd have to gain a little muscle.
Yeah, but I think he would do pretty well. Okay, so for game or
Okay.
that would be that is not in development at all. I'm going to have to go with on this one. I think a Samus Metroid movie.
Metroid movie.
I think with all the sci-fi and
Hmm.
space movies that are coming out, I think it's a perfect time.
Would you make it scary, like Alien?
I'm not.
Or would you make it more actiony?
I think I would make it more actiony. Because not many people are going to horror movies anymore. Not as much as they used to. They go like in October, and that I feel like that's pretty much it. I think that if you do a Metroid movie, I think you should make it very actiony along the points of kind of like the Avengers in that sense, like where it's just like build up, and then just, huge at the end. And then
I know personally, I would prefer the sci-fi horror route.
sci-fi horror. Okay.
I feel like there's not enough out there right now.
Yeah, well, there's not.
Yeah.
There really isn't, because
I mean, like back in the 80s and the 90s, you had
That's all-
Alien, you
that's all
had
it is.
Predator.
Yeah.
Predator. Now, see that tone. A movie like that tone would fit Metroid.
I think
like
that would
Predator.
be good. Yeah, I think that would be good.
Yeah.
'Cause I think that was an equal balance of action, but horror at the same time, like
Yeah.
thriller, like horror type thing.
Yeah.
So
You know who'd
Those-
be
those
good
are my
for,
two.
For Nathan Drake?
Who?
Chris Pratt.
Oh, gee. Well,
Jeez. He's gonna be everybody though.
yeah, he is.
He's already in
Talking about being
Guardians.
Indiana Jones.
He's gonna
Spielberg
be
wants him for Indiana Jones.
I think he's going to be Indiana.
But he's got both. You know what I'm saying?
He's
Like,
gonna be
got
Indiana,
both of
and
them.
he's gonna be. He's in Jurassic Park. Well,
Right.
Jurassic World.
I think it's a good idea though. I mean,
Yeah,
I love
That's-
Chris Pratt.
That's the first
Yeah.
person that popped up.
Yeah,
in my
he's.
mind.
I mean,
Yeah.
he's. Who knew that the Andy Dwyer from Parks and Rec would be?
It'd be so
I know.
so popular.
Well, there's people out there, but they're just not popular.
Yeah.
What's yours, Joe?
And I know they've tried this, but a good Resident Evil movie would be awesome.
Yeah,
They did try
something
that,
that's
didn't
not as campy as what's out there.
Yeah.
they? Yeah.
Like one that sticks to the video game.
Something
story.
that's a little more scary, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's
Not
what I'm
like the
saying.
Matrix.
Sci-fi horror.
A lot
That's
of
what we're
the,
asking for.
A lot of the recent can't even say the word. Resident Evil games aren't that scary anymore.
Yeah.
No, I think they're trying to get back to it though.
Yeah, I hope so. So what's Did you have one that you're excited about that's already in development?
I mean, I talked about the Zelda thing.
Oh, okay.
That was my thing. I'm really excited about that.
Yeah,
It's
I just
gonna,
hope they don't
it's gonna be on
butcher it.
Netflix, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
it's
That's what they're
Netflix,
saying.
so they're probably not gonna butcher it. But
Yeah.
We'll see.
You never know. I haven't seen their Marvel things yet.
Yeah.
Trailer for Daredevil looked good though.
It's coming out soon.
Yeah,
It's coming out this month, I think. Dude, I'm so psyched.
I know.
It's gonna be so awesome. Daredevil's one of my favorites.
And they said that Luke Cage was going to be very dark.
Good.
Like not at all what Marvel's been trying to drive home. It's going to be very dark. And I think the same thing with Daredevil is going to be very dark.
It looks dark.
Yeah. I love the guy that's playing Kingpin.
Yeah, from
The guy from Law and
Criminal
Order,
Intent.
Criminal Intent.
that's
yeah.
great. That's great.
The big bug in Men in Black.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's
sugar water.
so weird in Criminal Intent. He just does that like tilt his head thing, and I feel like he's like still got like the bug stuff in
Yeah.
him from Men in Black.
I never watched a Law and Order. Never really watched a lot of it.
Not much.
Kayla watched a lot of it. She loves that show.
It's not bad.
All right, your picks.
Yes.
All right, so one that's currently in development is Halo.
Yeah,
I still feel like, did you guys see Forward Unto Dawn?
Yeah.
I watched some.
Like, it was good.
It was good.
It was decent. I mean,
It was decent.
I still think there's some room
for-
there.
yeah.
They could really do something great with that franchise. And then one that I think would be a good adaptation to a movie or a series would be the Witcher series.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, like, it came from books, right? So the
Yeah.
games are based on the books. The books are great.
Okay.
The games are great.
Mhm.
I think if you styled The Witcher as like a Game of Thrones type show, I think it would really be successful.
I can see that.
There's not really any other competitor to Game of Thrones, I don't think.
Mm-hmm.
As far as like medieval type
Yeah. I get what you're
like
saying.
drama.
And Geralt, he's such a cool character. You know, the whole world that he lives in is so cool and so varied. The politics and everything, I think it'd make a really good show.
Just
So,
that
that's my pick.
hard ass
Okay.
game.
Yeah, I'm so psyched for Witcher 3.
Yeah,
It's gonna be incredible. God, I can't wait. It's the main reason I built my computer is to run Witcher 3. It's my Witcher 3 computer.
I will be playing home console. All right, so I think that ties in with what you just said about the PC. That ties into what we're doing next. Next is we're going to just go through a few of the new games, TV shows that have come out, and just do little quick reviews. Just a little disclosure as far as how we review things. Everything that we say is not by a standard or anything like that. It's all opinion based. So I may like something that Andrew completely hates or Joe completely hates. So the basic three things that we look at is, 1, did you like the game? 2, are you going to keep it? Are you going to trade it? Or 3, should you get this game? Tell our listeners, are you going to get it? The whole point behind this is that these 3 questions answer so much about a game. If you like it and you want to keep it for replay value, and should you go ahead and get this game and pay the money that it's worth, or wait till it comes down in price? So there's not going to be any score, so don't be looking for a 9 or an 8.7s or whatever.
Yeah, we hate that stuff.
This is just gamer to gamer opinion, and it's going to go for either movies, comics, TV shows, games.
I think we should tell people too what platform you're playing on, because that's important.
Yes.
And you should also try to give them a general guideline of how long you've played the game.
Yes. Which
To
would
give
really,
them an
really
idea.
get somebody PlayStation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know a few people that play
Yeah.
PS4, but they don't. A lot of the things that have come out for PS4 that are like really game oriented, like Order 1886 and those kind of things, like Infamous, Second Son, like they haven't played those. All they play is like
Sports game.
Call of Duty.
Call of Duty and sports games. That's it.
Call of Duty.
So first review. Let's talk about Evolve.
All right.
Andrew's gonna take the lead away on this one. He's playing it on PC.
I am playing on PC. I've played about 20 hours. Mostly multiplayer.
Well, if you had the game. 2
I've had
days.
it, yeah, I've had it 2 days. No, I've had it for about 2 weeks. Been playing with Joe and his buddy. It's a decent game. I was pleasantly surprised. I heard a lot of stuff going into it about how it wasn't that great and it's kind of gimmicky and everything. But to be honest, I actually kind of like it. There are some pros and cons with it, with every game. Whenever I review a game, I try to balance the pros and the cons. So, the first thing, the great thing about it, the asymmetrical team-based stuff works really well. The 4 versus 1. You wouldn't think that it would work, but it actually
You're like, that's
does work.
unfair.
Yeah, like it's
Yeah.
unbalanced,
You
but
never want to be the monster.
yeah, it's actually really balanced really well. The monster has clear advantages and disadvantages as the hunters do. Speaking about hunters, those team roles, another pro of the game is that they complement each other really well. A good dominant hunter team, if you work together, can be really, really good. Can dispatch monsters pretty quick. Teamwork and communication, the game rewards it. The thrill of the victory after you
I can
take down a monster. Yeah.
Because if you get in a team that doesn't work together, doesn't communicate, like, seriously, it's one of those games where you have to have a headset and you have to be talking to your teammates, because you're following this monster around, and it's a big map, and it's really hard to find them sometimes.
If you don't communicate, you're going to get crushed.
Yeah.
That's kind of one of my cons.
Really?
Actually, leading to that. Like, if you don't have a headset, or if you prefer to play games by yourself, do not buy this game, because you'll be a liability and you'll probably get crushed every time.
And they do have like solo. You can play solo. You don't have to play multiplayer. But
playing with AIs just isn't the same.
So,
it's not as nuanced as playing with like other humans.
They don't think like us.
The replayability is a little lacking. See, I think it is. Like, after like 2 hours, I'm kind of burnt out on it. I have to give it some time to rest.
It's one of those games for me. I could play if I have my friends playing with me and they can play for like 4 hours. I would be fine with that.
Okay. We agree to disagree.
I picked it up on console actually yesterday. I played it for about 4 hours all night last night, which we talked about. This is one of the things we talked about in the previous podcast. I hate the download times. It sucks. But while I was doing it, I finished Kirby. So it's good to have two consoles now.
Yeah.
But playing it on console, I don't know if there's a huge difference as far as community-wise or whatever, but I loved playing as the monster. It felt, I don't know, I'm much more of a third-person guy, and I love a challenge, and being able to go up against 4 different people makes it that challenge.
Especially when you win.
Especially when you win, and you feel
now?
so accomplished.
Yeah. And
when you get defeated, you feel so weak.
Yeah.
Because, like, you just got your ass kicked. I personally think it's one of those... It's a good concept that they had, and I think they were hitting it really good, but I don't think it's one of those things that can just stick, like you said about the replay value. Because after 4 hours...
Unless they add some game modes and do some other stuff, maybe add some characters, it's going to get old pretty quick.
It does. It doesn't feel...
Like Titanfall.
Remember
Titanfall?
Titanfall,
yeah.
Yes. It felt very, very monotonous and repetitive at doing the same thing. Now, I know they change up, like, the monsters and whatnot, and you're trying to, level up to get the other monsters and get other, tributes and stuff, but...
The progression system is a little weird.
Well, is there a game out there that's new that has good replay value? I can't think of one. Like, I almost feel like that's how games are going towards. Like,
you play it and then you're done with it.
Then you're done with it. Like games that we played last year, we don't play anymore. For me, I mean, that's how it is.
Right.
Every now and then,
Skyrim.
I would say every now and then I pick up, I still love playing the Assassin's Creed series. And every now and then I'll play the Assassin's Creed series through again. I thought Halo was going to be that way, but they had too many issues.
I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah. Still bitter.
So, should you play this game? I say you should definitely play it.
Yeah, let's go through the three. Did you like it?
I did like it. Yep. I think overall it's a good game.
If you had it, I guess if you had it on console, since you have it on PC, I'm not sure.
I can't really trade it.
So, I guess you're going to have to...
Will you keep it downloaded or uninstall it?
Well, I guess in this case, will you, if another game comes out, would you be, like, taking it off of your computer too?
It depends on if my friends keep playing it or not. If they stop playing it, then I'm going to stop playing it. It's very dependent on multiplayer.
Yeah.
I
think maybe a little too dependent.
Should you get it? Honestly, if you have a group of friends, like solid group of friends that are gonna play it all together, yeah, you should get it. If not, wait. Yeah, wait until all the DLC and everything come out and you get like the Game of the Year edition or something like that.
If you wait, like your friends might get it for cheaper, you know.
Yeah. So that's my review of Evolve.
Would you, if you had it on console, would you go ahead and trade it?
No, not yet.
Not yet.
Not yet. Probably in a couple months I probably would.
Okay.
Not yet.
So we'd say it's a good game.
Yeah.
For the most part.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Okay. Very good. Next game we have Dying Light on PC with Joe.
Well, have any of y'all played it?
No.
I
I've only
haven't,
seen
no.
videos.
Okay.
I've watched you play it.
Well, it just adds more pressure. Pros and cons, I just wrote down a little list. Anything that really comes out now, gonna have good graphics.
I guess more coffee.
Yeah, go ahead. But like, it looks great. It's really beautiful. It's a huge world. So, I mean, and this is from Techland, and you know they did Dead Island.
Right.
So, he kind of branched off and did another series. But this is more parkour based, and it's like what was the name of that?
Mirror's Edge.
It's like Mirror's Edge and Dead Island put together. And
That's
They're
pretty
coming out.
It's
They're coming
fun.
out with a second one.
Yeah, I saw that.
I don't know if that'll be good, but
Actually,
okay.
I just reinstalled Mirror's Edge.
Really.
I mean, it's
It's
fun.
awesome.
It's fun. But the parkour like functionality works great because you like, and I don't want to ruin it for y'all if you haven't played it, but like at night it is terrifying. It is so scary because like there are monsters that you just want to run away from.
They only come out at night, right?
Right. There's monsters that come out only at night, and they're very fast. So it's really scary. The co-op mode, and this is kind of tied in with Evolve. This game is fun playing with one of your friends.
Okay.
It gets kind of stale. This is one of my cons. It gets kind of stale when you're playing by yourself.
Okay.
What kind of missions does this send you on?
They're like fetch, like retrieve, and like bring back missions.
Gotcha.
And that's one of
It's
my
like
cons.
Point
It's
A
like,
to point B kind of thing.
and the story isn't that good. It really
Okay.
isn't that good. The voice acting
They never could get this
sucks.
voice acting. Even in Dead Island.
Yeah.
Generic
It's-
male lead.
Like, oh, I'm gonna talk like this, and like have this generic voice. So,
That was one of my pros for Evolve. They had really good voice acting.
yeah,
I think.
great, dude, great voice acting.
Sorry to rub into you.
No, it's fine. The zombies. This is going. I've already switched over to cons, so that wasn't really a sad thing. The cons. The zombies are. I mean, they all look the same, sort of. There's not a lot of variety, and I would think with a big game like that, you would want a lot of variety.
Did they have, like in Dead Island, they had like the big guys, and then they had like the little zombies that you, and then they had like the runners and chargers or whatever?
Yeah, they have that too.
They have,
Yeah,
okay.
there's different types of zombies, but
No special abilities for certain zombies, I
like
guess.
you have the regular zombies that just kind of stand there and like they'll grab you if you get close. And then you have faster ones, and this is all during the day. You have faster ones. Then you have some that like spray this gunk on you and like poison you. They have these guys in like hazmat suits almost, and like if you shoot their back, there's like a little thing on their back, and if you shoot it, like it's like a canister, and they'll just go flying or like they'll blow up or
Oh,
something.
wow.
But like that's really
That's it?
it's it. And
You're fighting other humans, right?
you fight humans, but I mean I guess that's a pretty cool thing about it. You can fight other humans because there's different like cliques or clans, if you will.
Mm-hmm. It's kind of like they're playing on like The Walking Dead almost.
I would say if I like it. I like it. I didn't say how long I've had the game. I've had it for maybe 3 or 4 weeks. Probably have 15 hours on it. So I haven't really played it that much, just because, like,
Do you think that's an indicator?
yeah, I think it's an indicator of just the playability. Like, I just
Mostly because you've been playing Evolve with me, right?
right. I've been playing Evolve with my friends. All my friends are playing Evolve.
I'm playing by myself.
So I like it. It's a good game. I will definitely keep it because I can't really get rid of it. I mean, sorry, it's in my Steam.
Well, in our case, are you going to uninstall it anytime soon?
Anytime soon, probably not. Maybe half a year from now.
Would you recommend getting the game?
Yes, no, or wait?
I would wait for right now. I would definitely, if you're torn between getting Evolve or Dying Light, get Evolve.
If you have people to play with.
I mean, honestly, I would say Evolve even if you didn't have people to play with, because Dying Light isn't really that fun by yourself either.
That was kind of my decision last night. Is like I was watching videos like pacing up and down the Best Buy aisle on which one to get, Evolve or Dying Light, and I was just watching videos on both of them. And then when I got to the register, apparently now you have to ask them to get a game. You can't just pick it up.
What?
Yeah,
At Best Buy?
at Best Buy.
The one
If it's like a newer game, you have to go to the register and say, I want this video game. So when I went up there, I was just like, okay, I'm gonna get, and then it just came out Evolve. So apparently, Subconscious liked Evolve better.
Yeah.
Next review is Kirby, and I'll be taking the lead on this one. Kirby and the Rainbow Curse, on the Wii U. All I gotta say about this game is probably one of the most easily difficult games. You can make it so hard, or you can make it so easy on yourself. The game itself, I loved it. It's got a great color scheme, and it's the only thing I would change is that being able to watch it on a bigger screen rather than just having it on a smaller screen. Really, it's made for the gamepad, which they really utilize with the pen and everything. That's another thing. The pen makes the game, and I think it's one of the best things to do with the pen.
I've heard that some people are having issues with trying to play, because you have the gamepad and you have your TV.
Yeah.
So you're having to draw on the gamepad while you're watching TV.
No.
Do you just stare at the gamepad the whole
You stare
time?
at the gamepad pretty much the whole time. It's pretty much just a gamepad game.
Okay.
Whenever it's on the TV, you can do multiplayer. And the multiplayer has, like the other guys that you can use, that they can go on the rainbows that you draw.
Mhm.
But that's basically for them to see, is on the TV if you have multiplayer.
Gotcha.
It's really pretty much a gamepad game. But I think it works. It's very hard if you make it hard. It's one of those things that you don't necessarily have to plan out, but it definitely tests your brain to think of cunning visuals to make Kirby get all of the stars, be able to get the treasure chests and everything. But I think it's one of the best design games out there right now. There's a lot to do. I mean, the replay value of it is really good. I mean, you play multiple different levels, and there's trophies that you get for each level of treasure chests, one-ups scattered on the maps and everything. So you try, and they even have a level system of how many stars you get.
Mhm.
So whether you get a bronze level, silver level, or gold level of the actual the level. So I think that really kind of makes you want to go back and for those people that want to get gold on everything, it makes them want to go back and play it. And getting all the trophies, it makes you want to go back and find out
So it
some
has
of them.
high replayability.
I think so. The only thing that I did not like about the game is that there was no vacuum suck ability like Kirby. And so you couldn't inhale an enemy and then turn into that enemy.
So it's not like a normal Kirby game.
It's not. He morphs into things,
Mhm.
but it's through your little paintbrush friend. She kind of changes you into a tank. changes you into a rocket.
She kind of changes you into a tank.
Yeah, it's cool though. Like
That sounds awesome.
there's different modes in it that make the game like continually interesting because you have to change up what your Kirby is doing. Like when you draw the lines, you have to you have to poke him to make him move. Like you can't use the pad or anything. It's specifically the pen that makes the game.
Huh.
So I think it's really, really cool though. So did I like the game? Yes. Am I going to trade it or keep it? I'm definitely going to keep it. I don't think I'd be ever getting rid of this game.
Cool.
And would I go get it? Should you go get it? Yes, I think you should. It's one of the most interesting Wii U games out there right now.
Cool.
So
good review.
Yeah, so that is all of our gaming reviews for right now.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. So for our listeners, we want you guys with some input.
Tell us how you're enjoying any of these games or any other games that you're playing.
We want to know what games you want reviewed too.
I'm currently in the process of doing Dragon Ball Xenoverse.
Oh, nice. Okay.
A lot of, from what I've looked at online, there's not a lot of people that are talking about it, and I think it needs to be talked about. Just a little snippet because I haven't finished the entire game. For one, I have a friend that's playing the game, and he finished it, and he got the game when it came out, and he's been playing like nonstop, and it took him like at least 60 or 70 hours to finish it.
Jeez.
It is a huge game.
God.
And he said, like, you played through every saga that you could pretty much think of, but at the end of it, there's still so much more to do. That you still have to go back and do certain things. And when I got it, I'm having just the hardest time getting through the Frieza saga. I don't know why. But so far, it's really good. I think it's a really good fighter. And they make you go and do like all these, like they have side missions available for you to do, and then they have the main missions. I think it's one of the most cunning games because they make you do the side missions unintentionally.
Yeah.
But it makes you think, if I want to progress in this game, I need to do some side missions to level up my character. So I think that was very, very smart.
Now, is it open world?
It's kind of, sorta. It's like open world as far as like whenever you're like walking about, you're in this city to get like your items and stuff. That's open world. Whenever you're fighting, I mean it's a pretty big world to fight and whatnot. So, by the way, that's coffee break.
Yeah, that's what
That's somebody peeing.
That's not anybody peeing. It's not Andrew peeing. We like coffee.
Yeah, coffee's amazing. So, I'll give you a full detailed review of that.
Cool. Looking forward to it.
I guess next we'll talk about some TV stuff. House of Cards Season 3. Spoilers are probably going to be coming, so
I'm gonna try not to spoil anything.
we'll try not to. I've watched the whole Season 3. You watched the whole Season 3.
Yeah.
Joe is still stuck on Season 1.
Alright, this is what happened. About a year ago, I started watching Season 1. And then I went on this Office. I remember now. It was like The Office. And I just watched The Office all the way through.
God.
And I've done that like 5 times. I just love The Office that much. And never went around to watching it again. So now that Season 4 is here.
Season 3.
I thought it was Season 4.
No, that's Season 3.
Season 4 is going to be coming next year. Which
Next.
I thought,
Next Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Really?
I thought Season 3 was going to be it, but apparently they let the daughter live.
Yeah.
So,
Interesting.
yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
So, alright. Well,
I don't have that much catching up to do then.
It's like
There's like 13 episodes in each season.
something like that, and they're all like an hour long.
I'm
So
almost
you
done
have
with
a little
season
bit
1.
of catch
they're like hour long, like without like commercial break type things.
But once
Like,
you start watching it, it's
Yeah.
like you're gonna
Hard
want
to
to watch
stop.
the next one,
Like,
the next one,
the
the next one.
first 3 episodes, I was like, dude, this is crap. Like, it's so slow. But dude, after episode 4, man, I was just like, this is awesome.
Season 1 was definitely, in my opinion, is the best one.
Oh yeah.
I think
so.
season 3 though is pretty close behind. I loved season 3.
I had some quarrels with season 3. But as far as what I liked, I loved Doug's story. Doug is Underwood's kind of like little sidekick, and his minion, and now he's in a different light. I would say, not to give too much away, but he's in a different light, so you don't see him in that original.
They give him a lot more backstory.
Yeah, okay. a lot more story.
I know they've been doing it in the first season of what I watched. Like they're kind of just a little bit. Though.
With the way season 2 ends,
focus on Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the way season 2 ends, with Doug coming back for season 3, it's just like,
oh my gosh,
awesome.
Yeah. Do your best Frank impression. That's like y'all on the spot.
I'm Frank Underwood.
I frankly don't care.
He's a pathetic little dog. I'm gonna kill him.
I told them yesterday I wasn't gonna do this, but today I guess I will.
I pissed on my father's grave.
I don't love the man, not at all. He was a terrible father.
That was an awesome scene. The church scene.
Yeah. Wait.
That was awesome. That's what he was talking about.
Which one?
No, that part is in the first season.
What?
He's.
When the girl dies.
Yeah.
At the water tower, and he's speaking to the church about how his father was, and he's like, "My father was a drunk, and he didn't do any of that stuff."
Right.
Are you talking about the church scene from season 3?
No.
That scene.
It was so on the nose symbolism, but it was pretty good.
I was kind of shocked that they.
Season 3 really, I loved it because it really explored the dynamic between Frank and Claire.
It did.
Their marriage, it goes into depth. Their marriage, how their relationship works. It's so interesting.
It's very interesting.
And I've picked up on that in the first season. How interesting.
Yeah. Like they have an agreement, right?
It's weird. It's like they're not even married. Like they're married, but they have such a weird relationship.
It's weird. They have a chemistry that's like
they understand each other.
They understand each other, and they know where they want to go. The other person has to be in the same.
On the same team.
On the same team. They have to be in the same mindset.
They help each other get to the top.
Yeah.
Right.
So season 3 is all like, now that we're on the top.
Now what do you do?
Yeah. And it's
that's
interesting. It really is really interesting.
Yeah. And I think they focus a lot on Claire this season. And I think personally I think that they should have done what they did at the end of season 3 in the beginning of season 3. I think it drug out too long.
Yeah, I mean there were some moments in season 3 where it seemed like it was getting a little.
Like the storyline is getting slow.
No, not necessarily the storyline, but just their relationship. It just kept happening to where you were like.
We're trying not to spoil anything.
I know,
for each other.
it's really hard. It's hard not to say anything. It just the way that they kept combating one another.
Yeah.
It just at one point you're just like, it's not working anymore.
Yeah.
Stop trying to force it.
Frank becomes president, and Claire doesn't just want to be first lady. She wants to be ambassador for the U.S. at the UN.
So
right?
he gets her ambassadorship, and then she totally screws it up.
Yeah, she blows it big time.
Yeah.
So he has to.
She did her best.
Yeah,
but
he can't play like favorites.
He can't play favorites, and she can't play like Frank does.
Right.
She's not
Frank.
She's not. He's on the point of like perfectly cunning. Like he is 99%. Like he can just flip your mind.
He was really vulnerable this past season.
Very vulnerable. Yes, and I think that was
playing defense is not his strong suit.
Yeah.
No,
because he was getting attacked left and right. I saw some of
that in season 1 when he was getting attacked by that education guy.
Yeah. It's like now that he's on top, it's like he let a lot of things happen to him. He wasn't as aggressive this past season, but still though, it was an awesome.
I think it was
an awesome season.
I didn't like the book and the author.
You didn't like that part?
I didn't like it. I didn't
God,
think
I
it
love
was.
that part, man.
I don't think it was needed to. I felt like at the end of the season, I felt like it was something that they had to do in order to pull out Claire and Frank's relationship. And I think they could have done it a different route. I think we got the point whenever something would go wrong, but I think they could have gone a different route. I don't know. It wasn't bad. I didn't dislike it, but I felt like they could have done something else.
I kind of felt with him, with the author, kind of sitting in on Claire and Frank, that he was kind of like our window into their marriage. Like he was our avatar, I guess. You know, it was like he took the viewer's perspective, so he's able to see all this that's happening, and I liked it. Yeah,
Brittany disagreed with me on that one too.
Yeah,
but I didn't feel like it was at the end of the season. I thought it was like a completely different show. I didn't think it was. The first two seasons were very, very. There was a lot happening behind the scenes. There was a lot happening, trying to cover up things and you really saw the corruptness of government.
Yeah.
And this,
it was more humanizing.
It was more humanizing, and it was more political than it was
pushing people in front of trains.
Yeah. There you go. It was more
Sorry.
It was more that route, I think, than anything. And you didn't really get the whole vibe of there wasn't enough what we call, I guess, OMG moments.
Fireworks.
Yeah.
It was definitely a lot more subdued season.
It was subtle.
Yeah.
They were subtle. There was little like surprising moments in there, like the grave scene and the church scene. But those are the only two that really stood out to me.
That closing scene though, it was just like
I was so
what was he gonna
shocked
do? You know?
in the episode 4 of season 1 when like he hooked up with Zoe. I was just like, what? And then like he went home.
It was gross, man. Like it was
weird. But then like when he got home,
she was just
like
just part of the plan, you know?
yeah, it's part of the plan.
That's that dynamic that you get to explore in season 3. That's so cool.
It's so great.
Yeah.
And I love the way he like talks to the camera. Like he's just like, you know,
breaking.
well.
Yeah, that is cool.
But he's got a really good accent.
Yeah.
He's awesome in
Yeah.
that part. I don't think they could have cast it any better.
Yeah, he's got that menacing. Yeah. His accent's okay.
I like his accent.
As a Carolinian, it's all right.
It's all right.
Of course, I don't have that much of an accent, but
But
he's okay. Yeah,
I mean, it's
he's still really
winning,
good.
so.
Robin Wright as Claire Underwood. I think she won a Golden Globe last year.
She is.
I think she should
incredible.
probably win another one for season 3. Yeah, she's really good. All right, I want to talk about the Oscars real quick. This past, I think it was like a couple weeks ago. There was a movie that was up for Best Picture that me and Kayla watched last night.
What movie?
Whiplash.
Whiplash.
Yeah.
I have not heard of this movie.
J.K. Simmons, you know who that is? It's the guy that played J. Jonah Jameson from the Spider-Man trilogy.
Okay.
He won Best Supporting Actor for his part. The movie is absolutely incredible. It should have won Best Picture.
Yeah. Okay.
And we all come from music backgrounds. Joe's a prodigy. You were in a band. I was in band. Josh was in band.
I was in a band.
You were in a band.
I wasn't in band.
Me and Joe were in school band. So watching that movie, you can appreciate. You really need to see it. Especially you, Joe. I think you would really like it.
Whiplash.
It's fantastic. Yeah, you can.
Is it on Netflix?
No, you have to rent it from I think it might be on Redbox. We streamed it through Vudu.
Okay.
On the TV.
Interesting.
It was just so good. Definitely check that one out. Jesus.
Whiplash.
Is it
Is
like
it still lingering?
God, what is it? Is it like this? What is it called? The Soloist? No.
It's
The
I can't breathe.
I think it's the Lysol. I think that's the Lysol.
yeah. It's Lysol.
The Lysol.
It's like both. Yeah.
It's about this kid who's going to the best music school in
Coffee's so good.
he's going to the best music school in the nation to be a drummer. He wants to be the best drummer.
I think I read something about
So
that.
he gets selected for this special jazz band class,
Right.
and the teacher, who's played by J.K. Simmons, is this abusive douchebag.
Really?
Oh my gosh! And he just like berates the students, and he like verbally abuses them in class and stuff. He throws chairs at them and everything. It's awesome. The dude he won an Oscar for his part.
So is this the? Have we started the topic of one thing that's on our mind?
It's not that bad.
It
It
is
really
that
is
bad,
that
dude.
bad, dude. It really is. But it's not.
That's on my. Well, yeah, that's pretty much what was on my mind because I watched it just last night and I was just blown away by it. I feel like it should have won Best Picture instead of Birdman, but that's my opinion.
What's on my mind?
Birdman?
Birdman.
Birdman's pretty cool.
I didn't
I didn't
watch
see
it.
it.
It's shot in one take. The
Really?
entire movie is just one take. And so it's pretty cool.
Okay. I want to see that now.
Yeah, I do want to see that.
Yeah.
That's
It was
why
like-
that's why I won.
Because I gave Kayla like choices. I was like, you can watch Birdman, you can watch, and I showed them the trailers for each one. I was like, you can watch Birdman, you can watch Whiplash, you can watch Foxcatcher with Steve Carell as the crazy.
The hammer done. You're like,
Yeah,
watch
I was gonna
this,
say.
this.
Oh, like I want her to watch like
Good
good
one.
movies, you know.
Not just on
and
something.
You
then
can't watch anything else.
she was like, yeah, let's watch Whiplash. And I was like, okay,
That's great.
cool, yeah, it's a good movie.
What's on your mind, Josh?
I don't know.
Fart.
How bad that! Oh my god, dude! I, don't even,
I
I wish you could smell that,
I am the king.
audience. It was so bad.
He can clear a room.
Oh, man.
I don't know if we want to put that in here.
Dude, I think we
cut
should put that in
a little
there.
bit of it, but
I'll cut it out.
Oh, the Panthers
We'll have
just
to do a
signed.
lot of editing.
They signed Greg Olson again.
They signed Michael
Dude.
Orr, the dude
Yeah,
from
yeah, Blindside. They signed him
yeah.
for a 2-year contract.
Really? From
Yeah.
the Ravens?
Yeah.
No.
Well,
he
from
was-
the Titans. He was
went
in
to
the Titans.
Oh, so he went from the Ravens to the Titans.
Yeah, now he's on.
there
Now
for a
he's on
year.
the Panthers. Yeah.
Dude, like Greg Olson's signing bonus is like $12 million. I was just like, geez.
Yeah, he's
what
gonna
are you
finish.
do with
He's
that
gonna
money?
finish out.
He's gonna retire from the Panthers.
Yeah.
I think he'll.
Yeah, he
stay
said he's
there
gonna.
for
Who's Olsen?
the-
He said.
Did I hope
he said
so,
in his
man?
press conference that he's gonna. He was happy to know that he's gonna be able to finish out his career in Charlotte. So,
Yeah. I mean, I don't see him anywhere else.
No.
He's just a part of that team.
no. I guess what's on my mind. I don't know.
Nothing's on your mind?
I didn't really think about this topic that
Yeah.
much.
The one thing that's on my mind is my painting.
Your painting.
Yeah,
Did you paint that?
my goose painting. No, I didn't paint it.
You wish he painted that.
It's kind of like my to paint a picture.
Those geese look like raptors.
They
It's
do.
basically a girl in like this. What dress?
She's herding. She's
That
herding
first one-
geese in a
That
hay
first
field.
one looks like the Velociraptor, like literally.
He's got his
taken
mouth
out,
open.
taken
like Photoshop
straight
on it.
from
You should put a-
Jurassic Park.
You should put a picture.
Yeah, I'll
of,
put.
like,
But I don't know. We have it hanging up on, like in my dining room, and it was just more of a joke. But it's kind of like a talking topic if we have anybody come over.
Why is the goose? Why do you have a picture of a little girl with geese?
Exactly. It's just
I see.
fun to look at it and laugh. We found it at Goodwill. We were like, this is ridiculous. We got it. No, So yeah, that's what's on my mind.
That's what you get. I got a new record player. I got a record player for my birthday, so I've been like collecting all these records now.
Dude,
And
we have like 50 over there.
holy crap!
Down there.
I need to look at
Yeah,
those.
you can look at 'em.
So I've like gone to like pawn shops. I've gone to like antique stores trying to find old records and stuff, and I found like this Jimmy Buffett album when he's
pretty cool.
when he's got like this handlebar mustache thing going on, and it's like before any of his like Cheeseburger in Paradise or any of his like good songs come out. So it's like way before he was famous. And it's just like you look at it and you can just tell like this album is probably not that good. but it's Jimmy Buffett, and I have to have it.
Dude, you can go to. There's a place in Goodwill.
Yeah.
That all they have.
All they have is records. Yeah.
You can find a lot of gems in there.
I've thought about going there.
There's a place in Charlotte that might.
Manifest.
Makers.
Manifest.
Maybe.
Manifest, Lunchbox Records.
I think it's Lunchbox Records.
I haven't been there. I used to live down the street from Lunchbox actually, and I never went in there. It's really cool though, from what I hear from people. They always have like people like lined out the door whenever like a new vinyl comes out. It's crazy, and it's like in the hipster part of Charlotte. So
that's fun.
that's cool. But
we have a record player here. It's awesome. I love it.
I guess what's on my mind completely, other than the like trying to find records, is no, that's pretty much it.
No, you can't just. I can't stop thinking about it.
All right. I'm always off on weekends.
Right.
Andrew's always off on weekends.
Mm-hmm.
Are you off on weekends?
Yeah.
All right.
Sometimes you have to work.
Yeah. Well, that's if I miss a day or something because I'm like a temp there. So if I miss a day, I don't get compensated.
Oh, okay.
So I have to make up the hours, and it sucks.
Gotcha. What on days like these? Because Brittany's at work tomorrow. She's gonna be at work, so it's like a solid 10, sometimes 12 hours where I'm not around her, so I don't have anybody to talk to, and we text and talk or whatever about the podcast. But I guess whenever you have those days when you have nothing planned to do with anybody and nobody is at your house or anything, what do you do? Other than play a video game. If you want me to go, I'll go first. Here's what I do. I play video game.
All day, every day.
All day. What I do, unless I have to clean anything, or clean the house or anything, I literally will sit my phone up and have it standing, on the little Wii thing that you can charge it on. I have it sitting on there and just set it to a TV show and let it just play through, put the TV on mute, and I'm just playing a video game and watching TV shows.
That's what you do?
And that's all I do. Until I get really tired, and then I may go to the store or something and try to find another video game. Or a movie or something. But
I try to get outside as much as I can. Walk my dog.
Yeah. I try to clean up around the house and play video games. And I do a lot of music stuff too, so I try to do some music stuff.
yeah, I'll write. I'll take out a notepad and just start writing and stuff. But
I started a journal.
Did you?
I did.
How is it going?
Not so hot. I missed a couple days, but I have about 3 or 4 entries.
As long as you get back on track.
Yeah.
So I'm excited about that.
You gonna let me read it?
Hell no.
I'm just kidding.
It's my diary.
We're gonna break in and take it. What about are y'all still going to the gym?
Trying to.
We're trying to. Dude, we need to decide when we're gonna go.
I have to. I just can't
You
do
gotta
it
do
in
it.
the
You
morning.
gotta
man.
do it in the afternoon.
Yeah.
I did it that one morning, and I felt good, but I'm just too sleepy.
Last time we went in the morning, I came home and did not go to work.
Are you
'Cause
sick?
I was sick.
Because you're
dude.
sick. That's right.
And I think it was because I ate right before I went.
Yeah.
Duh, stupid.
We try to go at least we have a 3-day thing that we try to do Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday or something.
Yeah.
It never works. Even planning it out when you're going to the gym, I don't know. I just don't know how these people do it every single day. They have to.
My thing is,
Make it a habit.
you have but you those first 21 days, you have to, because I think it takes 21 days for you to start a habit.
Okay.
Something like that. But you really you have to have something pushing you. You have to have a goal or something. And everybody's different, but there's just something you got to be working towards.
Yeah.
Terry Crews, you know who that is?
Yeah. Big guy.
He's on Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah.
Okay.
He had a Ask Me Anything on Reddit a couple weeks ago, and somebody asked him about that. They were like, "How do you keep that habit. He said basically, go to the gym every day, whether you work out or not.
Yeah, just go there.
Like even if you just go there just to like read a book, just to hang out.
That's interesting.
Just make it a habit so like every day, you have something like that. So
that just remind. I don't know. This is weird, but I was talking to my coworker about like phobias. Like people have phobias of people having phobias. Really? Yeah. It's like if you had a phobia of something, I'd be like, oh my god, get away from me. No, like, and then we were talking about like people have problems going to the grocery store. They have phobias for going to the grocery store.
I have a phobia going to the grocery store if I'm hungry because I feel like I'm going to buy everything. That's my only phobia.
Yeah, his kids like that was the thing is going to the grocery store.
Okay, that's what we should do as far as what's on our mind.
What?
Phobias.
Phobias?
What kind of phobias do you have?
Huh.
I used to work at an amusement park when I was younger.
Carowinds?
Yeah.
You worked at Carowinds?
Yeah, I did.
Really?
I was a lifeguard for like 3
You
seasons.
were a lifeguard? You
Yeah.
saved people.
I did actually. I saved a couple people.
You saved one of your
Really?
friends.
Yeah, I did. Yeah,
Really?
she was drowning. Yeah, she was having trouble. She wasn't drowning. She was actively moving around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was she, or was
So I went and
she...
got her. No, she actually
Actively
was.
moving
She
around.
wasn't. She wasn't that good a friend.
Oh, okay.
She was a mutual acquaintance, and I was like, "Oh, hey!" I like got her, and I was like, "Oh, hey."
I just saved your life.
But that kind of gave me the phobia of being around large groups of people.
Gotcha.
You can ask Kayla. Like, I hate okay, so talking about the gym.
Yeah.
I hate going in the afternoons because there are so many people there. I actively try to avoid situations like that.
What time do you usually go in the afternoon then?
After work, like 6:30, something like that. Yeah. But yeah,
Is there still a lot of people there when you?
well that gym
Dude.
is so big.
We went like at 6 o'clock in the morning, and there was a bunch of people there.
But it's not like afternoon.
There's people like there the one we go to. Crazy.
I think it's a phobia if you change things in your life to actively avoid that
It starts to
certain
affect
thing.
other things in your life.
So it's like if there's a clown walking down the street and you like run the other way,
Yeah.
that's a phobia.
You think so?
Yeah.
What if
Otherwise
the clown
it's-
just has a machine gun and he's firing it?
Does that mean
It's
I have a phobia?
'cause you are afraid of him.
Okay.
Oh, I don't really have a phobia, but I think I might have an illness, guys. I think I have AIDS.
Jesus.
I'm just kidding.
Oh my
No,
god, that's nothing to play about.
Wow.
no,
Yeah.
I'm kidding.
Cut that out.
I can't think right now. I forgot what I was going to
My
say. I'm like a perfectionist. What's the illness though?
OCD.
Yeah, I think I have OCD, like a little bit, and it's only like certain things.
Like
It might be the way we were
I have
raised.
to go. Honestly, I think so.
Yeah.
But like, I have to go. Like, if I'm going somewhere, if I'm going with it, I have to go a certain way. Like, I can't veer off or anything.
Even if that way is like longer, even if there's a
that
shorter
way-
route,
What if
Yeah.
they block that way?
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm not
freaking
going to
out.
work.
turn around, go
I
back
get,
home.
I get super peeved. Yeah.
It's like, hey boss, sorry I can't come to work today. They
So it's
They
not
have
like
off my road.
blocked. Someone got in a wreck.
I'm not coming to work.
Their
It's
fault.
too dangerous out there. Ice on the road.
So Joe's OCD. I'm afraid of large groups of people.
You're afraid of clowns.
No, I don't care about clowns.
Clowns with crowns.
I don't know if is it a fear? I hate the sound of crunching whenever people are like chewing and stuff. I can't stand it. It gets under my skin so bad. That right there, I hate it.
Oh, stop, Joe.
Oh my god.
Oh god.
It drives me crazy. It's like,
Oh. Sounds really bad.
Let me get some potato chips.
that's my. I think that's my only thing. I don't think I have another.
I
fear.
will have times where, like, any noise whatsoever,
You're such a dick.
any noise whatsoever just gets on my nerves. Like, Elizabeth could be talking, I don't know. I can,
Oh.
but I'm just like, can you just, like, stop talking? And I've told her that. I'm like, I've apologized. I'm like, I'm really sorry. But, like, it could be anything. It could be the ice maker in the refrigerator. I'm just like, shut up! Like, I get so...
You're just sensitive to noise sometimes.
Yeah.
I'm sensitive
It's
to
weird.
touch sometimes.
And It's usually like at night.
Like you can feel like your clothes rubbing against
Do you
you.
have a back issue? Like if somebody comes in like hits you in the back.
Oh God, yes. Like especially like the bottom, like the lower portion of my back.
Sweet meat. That's what it's called.
It's called what?
Sweet meat.
Sweet meat.
Sweet meat.
Sweet sweet meat.
Sweet
Oh,
meat.
sweet man.
Sweet
That's
meat.
so funny. That's why I nicknamed my penis
God. Well,
Dr. Sweet Meat.
Sweet
Dr.
meat.
oh my God.
No, something Dan Cook
it's
would say.
Prepare for
It's
Dr. Sweet Meat.
it's a game we used to play in high school. We'd run up to the our friend's back.
Was
and
this a boarding school you went to, all male or something?
No, no, we just run up behind them and smack them right
In
in
the
the
sweet
middle of
meat.
the back,
Ah,
on the side of the back. It would
had
hurt
mean
so
friends.
bad.
I had some mean friends.
Yeah, they're jerks. They're not around here anymore.
Yeah, wonder what happened to him. I hate him.
No, sometimes you just fall out of touch with people. It
Yeah.
happens when you grow up.
Yes.
It's, I think
You're
that's
taking
what
it to a
happens.
real level.
Are we gonna talk about our feelings now?
And if you want to.
What are you gonna do whenever I get married?
What do you mean?
Whenever you have a kid or I have a kid.
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
Dude, we're
What's
gonna
gonna
keep
happen?
We're gonna keep it together.
I think we'll keep it in touch.
You think
yeah.
so?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll definitely keep in touch. I'm just talking about the podcast.
Like, I'll probably be gone from
Right.
Family Trust within the year.
Brittany already told me that these guys that are in your wedding, you have to stay in contact with them.
Yeah.
You have to
They're your
make
best
sure
friends for life.
You,
Yeah.
she's like,
And we have this.
You have to make sure you know who they are. Whenever our kids ask, "Who's that?"
And what's cool about having a brother is that it's like a built-in best friend.
You're sucked in. Like you can't
Like,
escape.
I'll never be able to escape Joe.
It doesn't matter how far apart we
I
are.
can't quit you.
Yeah, because
That's
like,
true though.
I mean, it's because of our life story.
We'll stay in touch though.
I want to cut out the part about family trust.
True.
They don't want to get rid of.
Yeah. I want to be talking about sweet meat, Family Trust, and same podcast.
We can. Well, do y'all have anything to do today?
Yeah, I have to leave here in a little bit.
I don't.
Kill's working tonight, so.
I was just saying you could. You can help me edit.
Wild Wild West.
Because I don't know what to edit. So.
Just take out anything that's offensive.
Or rude.
You know me.
Like the
I
AIDS
say
thing.
I say stuff like that. I don't mean to be offensive, but it comes across as offensive. I just don't have a.
Are we okay with cussing?
I don't know.
Fuck. I'm okay with that.
Obviously.
Apparently so.
I just proved it. See?
It's like.
I mean, I don't care.
So we have any more topics to talk about?
I don't play.
We skipped one, but it's okay.
What do we skip?
Comics.
Oh,
I need to read
Sorry.
more comics, man.
That's
I don't
my
have
thing.
any.
I don't read a lot of comics, man.
Yeah, none of you do.
I mean, I want to.
love comic movies. Comic
I'd like
TV
to.
shows.
I'd like to pick up the Star Wars comics that are coming out.
They're awesome.
I know. I need to do that.
I mean, like 4 years ago, I read Star Wars comics.
I hate it when Dark Horse was doing it. No offense.
It's a lot better now.
Yes,
Apparently.
it is.
That's what I've heard.
Alrighty. Well, I think that's it.
Well, guys,
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. We'll see you next time.
Yeah.
Alright.
next time we'll have some good stuff prepared. We promise.
I hope so.
Oh, we had stuff prepared.
Is there
this
any
time.
new games or anything that's coming out?
Yes. I don't know. Not really. Not until like May.
When's Mario Party 10 coming out?
Oh,
Next couple days, I think.
dude, when the first Mario Party came out, dude.
I remember how
that's-
awesome that was.
All right, guys. Well, thanks for listening.
Thank you.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.